Hello, welcome back to my channel, Tisha Tips. Today we're going to talk about the show that was on Netflix called Money. If you didn't get a chance to watch it, I'm just going to do a quick overview. All right, stay tuned. Okay, so I watched the Netflix series Money Explained. You know, I enjoy everything money, finance, just learning about it and all that stuff. So this will be a quick video. Got my little note cards here, and I'm just going to talk about the episodes. It was only 5. Okay, so the first one was about getting rich quick, which we all know about, of course, but they talked about the different scams that people are using and how, I don't know if you remember that back in the day, they were doing that Nigerian prince scam where it's like, hey, I got all of this money, but I need you to send me $200 so I can do this and then I can get it back and then I'm going to send you $20,000. So apparently that scam is still just running rampant. Like it's still around and it's still getting millions of dollars out of people every year. Every year. They talked about pump and dump, which is like how you pump a lot of money into a stock or something and then dump it, and then the stragglers are left holding the stock. It's not funny, but they're left holding the stock and now it's worthless pretty much, and you know the hype made you buy it. They talked about Ponzi schemes, pyramid schemes, which we know about. One that was interesting to me was coaching schemes. I hadn't really heard of that one, but I have seen them where it's like pay $99 and I'm going to teach you how to be rich, and then you can learn my technique and then you can, eventually, teach other people if you want to. But they say once you buy into it, you learn a little something, but not really, and then they start trying to charge you more money to learn the next thing and more money to learn the next thing. So I hadn't really heard about the coaching scheme, so I thought that was interesting. BitConnect, I had never heard of that before. So apparently it was cryptocurrency that came out like 2017 or something. BitConnect and OneCoin. I had never heard about those, but they talked about that. And they talked about how so many people are still getting scammed, but people just never report it. So because they don't report it, the police are not monitoring it. So it's a lot going on with that. But overall, scamming is it's a real thing and it's still happening every day. So you just got to be careful of that get rich quick stuff. If it sounds too good to be true, more than likely it is. Episode 2 talked about the credit card. I thought that was interesting. So in 1958 in Fresno, California, they did this, I guess, experiment, and they chose 60,000 people and they sent them a card in the mail that had $500 on it, pretty much to spend credit. It was called Bank of America card. And they said within the first few years they went in debt like $15 million. But today, $1 trillion business. 2019, they made $121 billion off interest alone. Okay. 4 out of 10 Americans have credit card debt, and the different types of credit card users, they refer to them as revolving, and 40% of users are revolving, which means you just pretty much hold on to debt. Every cycle, every month, you keep debt. And then they have transactors. That's another 40% of credit card users are called transactors. They pretty much pay off their bill every month. And then 20% of people just cash. It says lower income homes are usually revolvers, but it's because they have to borrow money on the credit card for their daily needs. They never are able to pay off the credit card, which turns into more interest and more interest and more debt and more debt, and then it's just, take you over. So it's a cycle. That's why a lot of people say just stay away from credit cards, stay away from credit, stay away from debt, period. I know we need it for homes and things, and everybody don't have $20,000, $30,000 laying around for cars, but if you can avoid it, please do. The third episode was about student debt, student loans, which is crazy because of the whole Biden thing that just happened. But it talked about how 45 million Americans have student loan debts, $1.7 trillion altogether, and the average loan is about $30,000. So it's rough, and a lot of people just try to put student loans out of their mind, just like forget about it. But you can't, because they can garnish your wages, your taxes, your Social Security when you get older. It's with you forever. Forever. The fourth episode was about gambling. Yeah, it's talked about how more disadvantaged neighborhoods have more gamblers, which I always find, weird, because they also say like people who have a good amount of money are the ones who coupon. People who don't have a lot of money are the ones who gamble and don't coupon. So it's just like, you would think, if I don't have a lot of money, why would I risk the little money that I do have? I don't really quite understand that mentality. And it said that day traders are considered gamblers. Like, I know it's contrary to popular belief, but they made that correlation that if you are a day gambler, if you are a day trader, you are gambling. Fifth episode is about retirement. Now, I talk about retirement a lot because I just feel like people, they don't pay as much attention to it as they should. It's so important. People are living longer these days, living longer. So we need money to help us to sustain as we get older. Wouldn't it be crazy to be living this nice life now, houses, cars, nice clothes, and then the older you get, you become poor? What kind of life is that? Like, and the documentary was good because it talked about how we don't see ourselves as old. Like, we don't put ourselves in our older selves shoes. So it's hard for us to care about us at 60 and 70. It is crazy because you're detached. But you have to. And when I'm talking to people about budgeting, I say the money you're putting in your 401k and your IRA, that money is for 60-year-old you. Do you want 60-year-old you to be clocking in at Walmart at 6 a.m.? Or do you want 60-year-old you to be rolling over whenever you feel like it? Get up and drink you some coffee, sip on some lemonade, sit on the porch. What do you want? Because what you're doing today, these are the seeds that you're sowing for older you. Think about it. 5 years ago, the seeds you sowed are what you see today. Do you like what you see today? If not, sow some different seeds. You know what I mean? That's it. Sow some different seeds. 92% of Americans are not reaching their retirement agendas. The retirement goals are, from the documentary, is pension, savings, Social Security. The savings part is on us. Pension comes from jobs, which a lot of jobs don't have pensions these days. So savings is what a lot of us is going to have to rely on, because Social Security is this much. Now, if you have gotten rid of all of your expenses and debts, Social Security might be enough. But if you haven't and you're going into retirement with a car payment and a mortgage, you're going to need some savings. So that 401k and that IRA is going to come in handy then. Are you putting money in there? Because that's the only way you're going to get money out. So think about that. Think about that, because it's important. It's more important than a lot of us are acting like it is, and it kind of is. It's sad because we just don't see it. And I know I wish more older people would say, listen, don't be like me. Put money in your retirement. but they kind of, I don't know, they just don't, I guess. Either way, I know they deemed 401k like a failure, but it was basically because it's you. You are the person that has to put the money in there. So if you don't put money in there, of course it's a failure because there's no money in there and you can't get any money out. Think about old you. Be a good steward of your money. Please, because when you turn 65 and you want to hang out and chill and just laugh at grandkids, you won't be able to do that. Not from Home Depot. All right, y'all, that was my teacher tip for today. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and share the video. Thank you for watching.